So I try to make content for a lot of different people of different levels of skill and experience. Some things I go over are in-depth explanations of mechanics, while others are just kind of surface guides to help people get started with something that I really enjoy. Today, I'm talking to the turbo gamers among us, the 275 eye level KSM Mythic Raider Giga Chads in the crowd. Not just them, but mostly them. Even though they might be easy, y'all should be doing low level keys. I highly advocate for everyone out there to do a good amount of low level keys. And I don't mean low level as in a 13 instead of a 16. Even if you have KSM, do some 7s, some 5s, some 3s once in a while. It's really good for you as a player for a lot of reasons, and the first and probably the most tangible is the Valor that you earn. Blizzard recently removed the cap on how much Valor you can earn per week, and low keys are a super free way to get a ton of it really quickly. If your gear isn't all upgraded, slamming some low keys can bump you by a few item levels in as little as like a day. It's especially quick if you have a decent group together, but even just pugging them can speed up your gearing by a lot. There's also some mental benefits to doing low keys, and these are the main benefits I want to talk about. It might sound like some psychoanalytical mumbo jumbo, but what I'm going to tell you is real and true and works, so, bear with me for this one. One of the biggest reasons I enjoy doing low keys is that it really lets you live the power fantasy of your class and finally feel overpowered. MMOs in general are designed to scale with you and offer increasingly difficult content, which can actually lead your character's power level feeling stagnant. If you're always getting stronger but so are the enemies, sometimes it doesn't really feel like you're making progress. Going back and doing some lower keys is a great way to actually live the fantasy of being a badass RPG character. Watching mobs just evaporate and taking 0 damage from mechanics it's good for your heart. It's good for your soul. It might be a little bit of ego stroking, but if you worked hard to get your character to the point that it's at, you deserve a little bit of time to feel super busted. Low keys are also a great low risk environment to practice in. If you want to try a new talent or a new spec or a new rotation, anything you want to try out, just do it in a lower key. That way you know that even if you're underperforming a bit while you figure something out, you'll get a little bit carried by the inherent strength of your character. If you mess up, it's a lot less punishing than if you were doing at-level content. It's like training mode in a fighting game. Low keys are also a great de-tilter. I've been in my fair share of tilting high-level keys due to, levers, griefers, people who are in way over their head. It can be really therapeutic to go into the same dungeon that just beat you up and just tear through it. The material rewards aren't as strong in terms of item level or vault slot, but have you ever had that feeling like, I want to play WoW, but not like that? Low level keys are a really good cure for that feeling. And yes, if you do low keys as a highly geared character, you are helping out newer or lower geared players. You really could be helping a player with something that they were struggling with. The WoW community is incredibly toxic, especially towards new players. But if you go into low keys, tear shit up, and keep a level head through other people's mistakes, you're doing a good thing for the community. While you're free to take them a little less seriously, somebody else might be doing the highest key they've ever done. And if you can help that go super smoothly, that's a win for everybody. I'm sure you've got friends or guildies that could use some lower keys, and there's even some randos on Group Finder. Elevating the player base as a whole is good for everybody. So whether it's for the Valor or just out of the kindness of your heart, lend yourself to some of these low keys once in a while. It's good for you, I promise. Just don't go in there and BM new players. They're learning too. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you around Azeroth.